What's up guys, it's Light Spiral here with the Hall of Dark B5 Farmable Team video. Now if any of you guys haven't ever seen any of my Farmable Team videos before, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go over how to get all 5 monsters, and then from how to get all 5 of them you should be able to know how to get the skill ups. But if you want to know how to get all the other elements, you can figure that out yourselves, I'm sure, because none of these are very hard to get the skill ups for, considering they're all have nat 2s except the Lapis, the water magic knight. And I'll go through how to get them, what star they are is kind of goes through how to get them, and then what their role is in the team is the main part of these videos, because the role in the team will help you guys be able to know how to make adjustments to this team, because obviously some of you guys aren't going to want to go out and get all 5 of these units. You might want to get 0 of these units, but you have units that are going to be able to substitute for these guys and maybe even do a better job than these guys at this particular dungeon. So I'll just start getting into that now. The first unit we have is the Water Magic Knight Lapis. She's a natural 4-star that you can get when you beat Mount Sis boss for your first time. If you already fed it or you don't have it, then you can never get it back. And so for skill ups, the only way you can skill it up, well, there's not a farmable way you can skill it up except Devilmons, which I do not recommend at all to use Devilmons for this unit. And so if you already fed her, it's not a big deal, and I'll explain why later. And then the next unit I have is Colleen, the Fire Harpoo. It's a natural 2-star. You can get it extremely easily through unknown scrolls and secret dungeons. The next unit I have is the Light Vagabond. This is going to be the only guy with even a somewhat hard difficulty to get. It's not that hard. I'd give it like a medium to get. You guys will be able to get it. The Light Vagabond, it's a natural 3-star that you can get through a secret dungeon on Light Day. So I don't know where Light Day is for you guys. For me, Light Day is all Sunday, from like 1 a.m. on Sunday morning until 1 a.m. on Monday morning, and that's just because of my time zone though. And so yeah, Light Vagabond, natural 3-star, but the Water Vagabond and the Wind ones are both natural 2s, so for skill ups you can get both of the Water and the Wind one through unknown scrolls very easily. Shannon is the Wind Pixie, a natural 2-star. You can get extremely easily through unknown scrolls and the secret dungeon. And then the last unit is the Water Garuda Konamiya. It's a natural 2, so like all the other ones, you can get it extremely easily through unknown scrolls and through the secret dungeons that they have for it. So now I'll go through the roles in the team. Lapis, the Water Magic Knight, is just there for damage, so that's what I was saying earlier. If you already used yours, not a big deal at all, because just you put a damage dealer. There's a million better damage dealers than Lapis. I'm not going to go through and list all of them, but if you have any damage dealer you like of any attribute, you can put it in instead of Lapis. The next, Colleen, the reason she's in the team is just to be a healer. That's really the only reason. Of course, she's not that great of a healer. She's a really good unit, but at healing itself, not that good. But so replacements would be any healer you have. I'm not going to list all of them, but a couple of them could be like the Wind Yeti, Water Howl, the Light Inugami, the so on and so on. A million healers that you guys might have. It has to be a full team heal though, not a single target heal. The next unit, the Light Vagabond Darian, he's in there for the first skill, defense break. I emphasize first skill because that means every time he gets a turn he's going to be defense breaking someone, and then your team can just finish this off faster. His passive is nice. In terms of replacements for the passive, the only replacements you guys can get for passives are not farmable, but for replacements for him, anyone with a first skill defense break or a heal is going to work. You don't need the defense break to complete this, and you don't absolutely need another heal to complete this, but Darian's a nice unit to have. He's good in more than just this dungeon. Shannon is a unit I don't really recommend trying to find a replacement for, but the reason she's in the team is because she has her first skill does glancing hits, second skill does AoE speed debuff, and third skill does an AoE defense buff. So replacements for her could really be anyone with a defense buff, but I'd recommend you just get Shannon because she's really good. And then Konamiya is in here just to cleanse all the dots away from the right and the left towers. So replacements for Kona would be any cleanser you have that's full team cleanse, not a single target. It has to be full team. So if you have the Water Howl, that's going to work fine. If you have the Wind Bearman, that's going to work fine. The Dark Bearman, that's going to work fine. Any full team cleanse is going to work in replace for Konamiya. So that's basically the team. If you get all these guys to 4-star max level and awakened, you don't need to awaken the Magic Knight if you do choose to use the Magic Knight. Of course, you could use something other than the Magic Knight. I'd actually recommend you use something other than the Magic Knight. But if you awaken these 4 over here that make this kind of like S shape, and then get at least 3-star or 4-star plus 6 runes with the builds that I have over here on the left side, this team is going to beat Hall of Dark B5. It's going to beat it very easily, I would assume. Or, not assume, I know it's going to beat it very easily. And if there's any other dungeons you are having trouble with, be sure to tell me those in the comments. I'll try my best to make a video on it as soon as possible. And also, I would like to say that before you go out and build this team and waste a bunch of time trying to get these units, although every single unit here, I do think you won't regret if you do make it, and if you do 5-star, if you do 6-star even, except the Water Magic Knight. I'm not really sure if you'd want to 6-star that one, but these 4 that make this S shape, you're not going to regret it if you even use them as 6 stars, because they're all very good and you'll use them forever basically. But if you want to know, if you want to know what I'd recommend you watch my Hall of Dark B10 video that I have on this channel, or you could watch anyone's Hall of Dark B10 Farmable Team video. It doesn't really matter, but I already have one on my channel, so if you want to check that one out. And I'd recommend you just go ahead and build that team, because that team is going to beat every single Hall of Darkness stage B1 through B10. And so, like, these units, could it beat Hall of Dark B10? It maybe actually could beat Hall of Dark B10, but the B10 video I have is definitely going to be able to beat B10 a lot easier than this team would. So save yourself the time and energy of creating 10 different units and just make the 5 that I have in that B10 video if you want. If you're just looking to beat B5 quick, then sure, make this, but for the long haul, just make